Hello, YouTube. This is Keith Kevin Ken. How you doing? How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Time again for another Pocket Dump Deconstruction. You know, we do these pretty much every day. On the weekends, they come late. They do, because I'm enjoying the weekend. But today, before I went out, I had to choose some knives. And these are the knives and other stuff that I poked in my pockets. I want to bring up a question that I was asked. We'll get to it when we get to the knives, okay? Someone had a great comment. I read all of your comments, by the way. I don't respond to all of them for a lot of reasons. But I try as much as I can, since this is pretty much daily, to respond to some of the questions that are new that pop up. So I do want to talk about that, but let's get through my watch. You know, it's the tag. I love the tag on the weekend. This is, as I get older, I keep thinking about, really downsizing, selling off stuff. That's kind of part of my answer to a question someone asked me. But I started thinking about, if I only had one watch, what watch would it be? If I only had one type of cigar, which, I never could do that. Anyway, that's how I end the conversation. I could never choose just one. Wonderful Cuban Partagas cigar. Just a wonderful cigar. And I've got some blended scotch in here. I'll tell you what I do. I smoke a cigar at the end of the day with wonderful sips of booze. Sometimes gulps of booze. I admit it. And no social media on. Man, for an old guy like me, you'd think that's easy, but it's not. I got everything going. But you gotta just spend time with yourself. Man, that sounds so simple. And you men and women too, you just don't do it. So that doesn't mean spending money, although I guess a Cuban cigar and good booze is spending money. But I don't care what you do. Just spend some time on you, all right? Let's see. There's one of my Coach wallets. This is Chinese coin from China. This is the year of the rabbit coin. From, what year is that? 2011. Always carry a lucky silver coin from around the world. 1 ounce silver coin for good luck. And that's kind of a transition into the question that someone asked me. A gentleman said, I always ask this question of people: why do they carry multiple knives? And so my answer is probably going to be a lot different than others folks' answer. But let me talk a little bit about that. And then it's summer, which means everyone's out of college and living with their parents, and kids are out of school, sneaking on the computer. And so you get a lot of bad comments during the summer. So I'm sure people will have snooty things to say, etc. But this is just how I think, and it's me. You ask me, I'm going to give you my opinion. The truth of the matter is, one knife per person will do us all. I could pick up this Chris Reeve knife or that one, and it could last a lifetime. It's guaranteed for a lifetime, and that's it. That's it. One knife. We can get a slip joint. One knife. I'm lucky enough to have a couple of Pinna slip joints custom. One knife. You only need one knife. Period. So the industry would be very small by then. I like to collect things. I'll be 58 next month. I've collected things. When I was a consultant, this is a little longer than usual, but I've shortened these things. But I thought it was a great question, and I think you ask it in a great when I'm in a great frame of mind. Um, when I was one watch. You only need one watch. This tag will last a lifetime. It's battery run. You you put a battery in every 2 or 3 years, and it'll last a lifetime. You know. There are a lot of cheaper cigars that you can smoke. You don't have to collect silver. All of these things. When I was a consultant and I had just gotten a divorce, my kids weren't with me, etc., and I was traveling all around and burying myself in work. When I got a new client, I got a new watch because I wanted that to mean something. My father passed away and he gave me his watch. He left me a watch, and it meant so much to him. And, and I want to leave my kids with watches. Okay, so knives are like that. I got the value knives from Spyderco that I ordered from Amazon.com, and I was thrilled to death. I got 4 of them, and they were maybe $150 total, and I was thrilled to death. The Techno was my first knife I bought for over $100. But for me, at an older age, knowing about retirement or trying to get out even earlier, my philosophy of buying good things, especially things that have a resale value, like knives, is to enjoy life, collect things. I collect a lot of things, and I enjoy them. And then when I sell them off for less than what I bought them for, because I'm okay with that. The price that I lose was the price of having fun and enjoying things. And so at the end of the day, I'm going to get a van and travel around and take photographs and movies and meet people. And I'm going to do it because I'm going to sell all my knives and a lot of other collections that I have. I'm just going to sell it all. Now, that was so long, and I apologize, guys, but let me just say this. So why do I carry 3 knives? Why do I have 400 knives in a collection? Because I want to. Welcome to freedom. Because I want to. Because I worked every day since I was 15 hard. And I want to leave my son and my daughters and my grandsons with something besides money. Okay? They'll get that too. And I'm a man and I like people who use their hands because I don't. And so I like knives. But the short answer is because I want to. The longer answer, by the way, you see me with 3 knives and then I talk about a knife that got away. In my mind, I carry 2 knives. This is my keychain knife. I just have a hoop and 3 keys. I consider this like if I, my company has keychains and it has a dangling something. You have a dangling something. There are people who have keychains with 20 different pieces on it, including one of those the spinners or whatever. I just have a simple one. This is my dangling thing, a small knife. And to be honest with you, most days, because I'm in an urban area, in an office, my keychain knife does most of the work. This is my Spyderco. I hope that answered the question, and I'm sorry if I went too far, but that's how it is. This is the Spyderco Man Bug. It is a sprint run. This is the super blue steel. Super steel. Super blue. 1.9 inches. The edge at 1.7. 4.5 inches total, and only 0.65 ounces. I love it. Blade HQ exclusives. Chris Reeve. Carbon fiber inlay. Space age material on top of polished titanium. More space age material. Oh man, so beautiful. Of course, 3 strips of carbon fiber on the polished titanium. And then I love how they keep the work, the lock, the Chris Reeve frame lock, and of course the clip alone. Just really nice. Devin Thomas Raindrop Damascus. By the way, this, I have several knives with Raindrop Damascus. This is by far the best pattern. Look at that. It's just beautiful. Again, Blade HQ exclusive. You can only get it from them. 2.9 inches. My kind of knife. And then I wasn't going to go with that one, but I decided to go a little fancier. I had a tough work week, so I want a fancy pocket. I want to carry knives and go, this is why I put up with these fools, so I could buy these knives. This is a large Sebenza 21. This is another exclusive from a different company. The carbon fiber inlays are a Blade HQ exclusive, and KnifeArt.com has an exclusive, and that's the carbon fiber Chris Reeve knives. I have them all. I just love them. This, of course, is the large Sebenza 21 with the Insingo blade. Insingo stands for razor in Zulu. Zulu is South African native language, and Chris Reeve is from South Africa. S35 VN steel. And man, this handle is so nice. Just a big slab of super high grade carbon fiber. With the great tolerances that Chris Reeve's knives have. Full tie on the back with his, of course, frame lock. It just really lightens everything up. Really lightens everything up. 3.6 inches S35 VN steel and single blade on this wonderful carbon fiber handle on the show side. Just beautiful. Special bead as well when you get the carbon fiber. And then I wasn't thinking about all Chris Reeve for today. I was thinking I hadn't carried my Sage 5. You know, it's funny. The Sage 5 and the Para 3, the Paramilitary 3, for me, since I started collecting Spydercos, are two knives I couldn't wait to get. I mean, finally, it took them the 5th Sage series where Spyderco celebrates sages, wise men who created locks for the knife industry. They finally patted themselves on the back with the compression lock, and boy, they needed to do that because it's a wonderful lock. Most of us are familiar with it on the Paramilitary 2. It's strong. The release is wonderful. It's just a wonderful, it's out of the way, just a wonderful, wonderful lock. The Sage series is one of the best knife series around. They all have the same profile, a 3-inch blade, the Spyderco leaf blade. They're all S30V steel and full flat ground, which is great. They all have that wonderful choil, that forward choil. Just they melt in your hand. They all have my favorite clip from Spyderco, and they're using it more and more and more and more, which, thank you, which means I'm not the only one that thinks it's the favorite, and that's that wire deep carry clip, which is so nice. I just love this knife, I do. And I love that they finally celebrated their accomplishment. But I decided to go with Chris Reeve knives, but I like everything you see on the table. And yes, any one of these could be one knife that I could use and they would last a lifetime. But I got 4 Pelican cases instead. Hey, I look at beautiful knives and beautiful collections, and then my other mind looks at me in a sportsmobile traveling around the country smoking cigars and filming my life. You guys are a very special part of everything thank you very much. You helped me go through my collections and talk through them. I really appreciate you guys. I hope you're enjoying these. I enjoy having you tune in. You have a perfect day. Someone asked me, why do I say a perfect day? Just. I'm old. I'm wishing you the best. That's a perfect day, whether you can get it or not. I've had perfect days when it rained and I had a challenging day at work and I burnt my food, but it was a perfect day. For some reason, I felt like it was wonderful. You have yours. Keep those pockets full. Goodbye.